everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vuvu and this is Vuvu Vena Reads. If you are new here, please press the red subscribe button and join the family. If you're a returnee, I'm always so happy to have you coming back and consuming more content on this platform. Today I want to bring you my it's not even top 5. Okay, let's not say top because clearly that's not gonna work out. I want to what am I saying? Today I'm bringing you my 5 stories of 2019. We're still on the train, guys, because we were late to the party, remember? So we will act like we went late to the party and we shall just proceed. I'll give you just a little bit about why I liked these books, but there will be reviews on all of them if they aren't already on one or other of the platforms, either on my IGTV or on my blog. You guys know how crazy I am about the Harry Potter series, so my first 5 stories of 2019 belong to J.K. Rowling. So it's the first book in the Harry Potter series, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This goes without any explanation. This is when you meet Harry, you meet Hermione, you meet Ron, and obviously meet Dumbledore. This is where you meet everyone. Hagrid, you get acquainted with Hogwarts, you get the juice of the story. This is the introduction, and for it to have been the introduction, it was really a stellar introduction. It really was a beautiful story, and it's the kind of story, as you're reading it, because this is definitely YA, is the story that you want your kids to read. I did do a review up on my IGTV on this, but I absolutely loved the first book of the series. It's something that I think I've reread more than 5 times. Just the first book alone, I really enjoy this, and it's always a winner for me. It's always a 5-star. J.K. Rowling is so talented. I really don't know how to explain how she could sustain a story of this nature without becoming redundant through a series of 7+ books. It's really very beautiful. I love the concepts. I love the execution of the Harry Potter series. It's really something that I cannot rave on about enough. And as I'm saying that, I want you guys to know that The Prisoner of Azkaban was probably a 4-star. This is the only 4-star I've given in the series, but I'm still reading it now because I'm not rereading. I'm on book 5, but so far this is the only book that I really didn't enjoy as much, but even then it was a 4-star. I just wanted to let you guys know that it's not all roses, but it's quite close. This is also a good book, but it's not as good as the others. Then obviously I loved the follow-up to the Philosopher's Stone, which is the Chamber of Secrets. I just loved how the friendships developed in here and how you got to know the characters a little bit more. I loved how she did this. For me, this was well done. But my favorite of all, if I could have given this a 6 series, this book was beautiful. It's lovely because of how it starts. It starts from a different perspective altogether. This is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. So far it's my favorite book in the series because of just how she paces us through this book, and she starts us in a different manner as compared to how she was starting the books in the last 3 books, if that makes sense. I'm saying books too much, but you get what I mean. And obviously the nature of the game, the thrill, and how it ends. This is definitely one of those that I think was worth the read. It is all of 636 pages, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, that I absolutely adored. I loved the Goblet of Fire. I will definitely, if I feel down, this will definitely be the pick now. Like the first book can get a rest. I'll probably be picking this up often to just go back to and fall in love all over again. This was definitely a fave. So those are the 3 5-stars from J.K. Rowling. The next one was the Baby A Slay by Brittany Morris. Guys, also, can I just shout out my fam, my people, my fam bam at Pen Macmillan. Those people come through for me, man. Thank you so much for this. And this was an advanced copy, as far as yes, it was an advanced copy. I was about to say, this cover looks like it's real and is at the stores, which it is, it's real and it's still at the stores. But what I'm trying to understand is, when did I get this? So this was a proof copy or an advanced copy, which makes me feel so special. This book was so beautiful. It's a debut by Brittany Morris, American author. She wrote this after watching Wakanda Forever, which was called The Black Panther, and obviously it revolves around the lives of young black people in America, and also how they can carve out spaces of their own and identify. It's a cautionary tale at the same time. It's a tale of identity. It's a beautifully written first novel by Brittany. She threw it out of the ballpark. It was amazingly written. I really enjoyed the character, the main character's name being Kiera. Kiera is feisty, she has a vision, she is passionate, she stops at nothing to accomplish what she wants to accomplish, and to watch the stumbling blocks that she overcomes to become something that she truly believes in is truly amazing. Loved this book. It got 5 out of 5 stars for me. The second one, guys, I can't count today, just ignore me. The next book that got 5 out of 5 stars is a memoir. Yes, on this channel, a memoir got 5 out of 5 stars. Educated by Tara Westover. Guys, yay! People went through it, man. I went through it reading this book. This is enough to tell you how much of it I went through. I went through it reading this book, and I still gasp at the thought that the life that has been crammed into these pages is actually somebody's actual living person. This is 380 pages, a real living person's story. This book was the horror that kept on giving. It was the perplexity that just would not stop. It was the sorrow that kept on flowing. It just was so disturbing, but yet so intriguing, and like I'm saying, to think that this is not a made-up story, that this is somebody's actual life, that somebody is actually estranged from their family due to the occurrences that have been pinned down on these pages, is something that is so hard to understand, so far removed from my reality, but it also makes me so grateful for who I am and the family that I have. This is really a sad story, to say the least, but it is also a twisted story, and the reason for the 5 out of 5 is obviously the emotions that I went through reading this book, but more than that is Tara Westover's talent and craft with words. She's really very gifted. She is a writer, no doubt. She did everything with this book, and if you haven't picked it up, I'd actually recommend that you do the right thing. She really, should I say anymore? I can't say anymore. The last book, guys, is a South African book by Nozizwe Cynthia Jele, The Ones with Purpose. This book is so special to me. This book, let me just read you actually the opening paragraph just to entice you. And oh, it's signed. It's signed. Hello, signed. Let me just read you how it starts. I imagined a dying person's last breath as something resembling an exclamation mark, distinct and hanging mid-air like an interrupted thought. My older sister Fikile's last breath before she dies is nothing of the sort. There is no rattling noise at the back of her throat, no relentless twitching, no clinging to life. Fikile dies with no more fuss than a switch of a light bulb. I mean, guys, starting a book, Fikile is dead, and the one character that kept me from the beginning to the end is the one telling us how uneventful her sister's death was. And obviously, and as much as we all want to know who Fikile is, we all want to know who this person who found her sister's death to be uneventful is. And so many people I know fall in love with Figila when reading this book. I really fell in love with her sister, and I don't quite know why, but I really resonated with her story. I will be reviewing this more in depth in one of my platforms, it will be on the podcast, so do stay tuned for that. But this was an absolute love, and I love that I read it towards the end of the year, because it, you know, when you spend the year reading and you're just reading, like you're not reading, like not everything that you touch is a 5-star touch, but you're reading and it's good enough, and then something like this, a true utter gem. And there's something about how Nozizwe wrote this book. The tone, I feel, embodies the character Anele. It's almost as though Anele is your friend and she's telling you all of the things that she went through. It's a really beautifully written book that explores a lot about the cultural dynamics of Black South Africans, especially because it's based in the townships that live in the township. It's really very beautiful. I can't rave enough about how wonderful this book is. And with that said, that's the last of my 5-star reads of 2019, guys. 2019. Please, if you've read any of these, or if you're curious about any of them, do leave a comment down below, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, even if you haven't read any, or even if you don't plan to read any. And once again, I love you so very much for tuning in. Until next time.